是不是把我送回到未然去了嘛？啊！写个！你觉得我配不上你？啊，我承认我说的有点配不上你。如果说你对我没有心动的话，你对我还没有爱的话，你走啊！你走啊！快离开我好不好？
A pregnant wife wants an abortion, but her husband, enraged, picks up a pillow and threatens to enforce the family law. 2 years ago, despite her family's strong objections, the woman insisted on marrying a handsome, petite man. They were an enviable couple, but 2 years later, the wife, without a second thought, arrives at a gynecologist's office, determined to abort the baby. So, what happened before this, and why did the woman want an abortion? This 29-year-old kid is named Guhong Yuan, and he hails from a village in Hunan, China. Don't be fooled by his current shambles. He was once a prominent figure in the local area. Though he's certainly short, he certainly possesses considerable talent. A childhood disability instilled in him a daring and aggressive personality, and on stage, he unleashes his inner self with singing and dancing. His exceptional skills have secured him a top spot at several bars, and his mere presence captivates the audience, drawing screams from countless beauties, some even wanting to marry him. He changes girlfriends faster than he changes clothes. By chance, he fell for a girl named Nana, who pampered him with every ounce of affection, meticulously preparing meals whenever he left the stage. Despite Guhong Yuan's repeated warnings that their relationship was impossible, Nana remained devoted, knowing full well that he was a philanderer and unloving. But Nana still stuck to him. Over time, Guhong Yuan got used to Nana's love and slowly began to have a good impression of her. In this way, Nana went from being a fan to a girlfriend, and then from a girlfriend to a wife. During this period, her parents strongly opposed it. Although the other party was rich, good-looking, and capable, his height was really a problem. It was inevitable that people would point fingers at him. Besides, if the two had a child, would the child inherit his father's features? But Nana was like a demon, not caring about these things at all. After getting married, the two lived a loving life and had a child the following year. Guhong Yuan was overjoyed. He was obviously still a baby, but now he had his own baby. But when Nana was 8 months pregnant, she suddenly left a note and disappeared. The note clearly stated that Nana wanted to leave the family and didn't plan to give birth to the unborn child. This made Guhong Yuan very angry. She had clearly been determined to get married, but now she was abandoning her husband and child. What was going on? It turned out that before this, Guhong Yuan unexpectedly found that her legs began to become numb. She thought it was due to overwork and would be better after a few days of rest, but she never expected it to get worse and worse. She couldn't even walk out of bed and could only lie in bed day and night. To make matters worse, after learning about Guhong Yuan's situation, the bar not only did not provide any subsidies, but also kicked him out. Now he has no income and no health, but the child is here. As the saying goes, husband and wife are birds of feather, but when disaster strikes, they fly away separately. So is there a possibility that Nana despises Guhong Yuan's disability and lack of money, and wants to completely escape this bottomless pit? Desperate to continue her own bloodline, Guhong Yuan, like an ant on a hot pan, desperately tried to find Nana, but her legs were weak. She asked her parents for help while calling reporters for help. She wanted to expose Nana, a cruel woman. Fortunately, they found Nana at a town hospital, waiting outside for surgery. Facing the swarming crowd, Nana refused to go back and insisted on having the surgery. Only then did she reveal the whole story. She didn't really want to abort the child, but her family situation was too dire. First, Guhong Yuan and his brother both had congenital conditions. One was mentally retarded, the other a dwarf. Second, Guhong Yuan was seriously ill, and she wanted to work to cure her husband's illness before having a child. Giving birth to the child would likely cause even greater harm to the family. When Nana returned home, the unsuspecting Guhong Yuan berated her, repeatedly demanding she had abandoned her and deprived him of his right to be a father. Seeing Guhong Yuan's escalating emotions, reporters, fearing he might harm Nana, rushed to explain. Gu Hongyuan then realized what a wonderful wife he had married. Not only had she never considered abandoning him before the ordeal, but she had also put herself in their shoes and considered the family's needs. Gu Hongyuan also swore to Nana, "I am your Snow White, and I will protect you no matter what for the rest of my life." Deeply moved by her husband's generous words, Nana vowed never do such a foolish thing again. She vowed to stay with him even if they couldn't afford treatment. As for the child, Nana decided to honor her husband's wishes and give birth. However, reality slapped him in the face. A hospital examination revealed that Gu Hongyuan had a spinal deformity that was compressing nerves and preventing her from walking. This condition had no chance of self-healing and could only be treated with surgery, which had a success rate of less than 50%. Without it, the family would be forever mired in the quagmire. Gu Hongyuan hesitated. If he spent money but still couldn't be cured, he would blame himself for the rest of his life. At this moment, Nana held her hand and comforted her, saying that money can be earned again. "I still like the way you look on the stage. For the sake of our unborn child, believe in the doctor and believe in yourself." At this moment, love becomes concrete and turns into an angel to fight against a disease. Gu Hongyuan no longer backs down and actively cooperates with the doctor's operation. Perhaps their love moved God. Gu Hongyuan's operation was very successful. Now she not only has her own fans on social platforms, but also gave birth to her second child. Nana has been by her side all the time. I have to admire Nana. If you meet such a good girl in reality, I hope you can treat her well and don't let her down easily, otherwise you will suffer for the rest of your life.